very warm welcome to CARS24 world. Thank you, Dinesh. As he introduced, I am co-founder of CARS24. We are an Indian company, by the way, just to be clear. Our humble journey began back in 2015. That's where we started our journey. We started from Gurgaon in the auto sector and used car in particular. Our vision or idea was to simplify used car buying, selling, and financing journey. What we realized that in India, how our parents used to buy, sell car, the generation before and before, we realized that we still, everyone still buy and sell car in still the same way, the good old ways, calling friends, family, mechanic, right? Going to a traditional dealership and trying to sell a car or buy a car. If you must have noticed, so much of technology development has happened in last 10 to 15 years, right? Flipkart, Amazon, Uber, Myntra, Zomato, so many technology players have changed the way we shop, changed the way we, discover everything online. And it has really, simplified how the shopping experience happens. And when we felt that in auto, especially in the used car, there is not much technology plays there. We're still happening completely in an offline manner. Still, you go to the mechanic dealership and negotiate for the price or check the quality of the car, everything on your own. So journey was very, very tedious, cumbersome, and very difficult. Now another point, when you start a startup, you want to know what is the size, where this category or business will be in next 10 year, 20 year, 30 year, because that's how long we all want to be in if you want to create a very, very large company. So in India, 3 out of 100 people own a car. So car penetration in India only stands at 3%. As all of you must already be knowing, India is second largest developing nation in entire world, and our GDP is growing very fast, and we are right now currently at the in the inflection point. If you compare, we call it car per capita, how many users are owned, how much of population is owning a car. If we compare ourselves, the 3 out of 100, 3% to China has around 18%. So 18 people out of 100 population in China owns a car. In US, the developed nation, right, the auto king of the world, over there, 80% of the population owns a car. So what this means is that India has long journey to go. Currently, it stands at 3%. Right, China stands at 18%, and US stands at 80%. So what this means is in next decades to come, India has got a huge headroom to grow. Now as players like us, we had to figure it out how much of market that we want to capture. So going back to 2015, we started our journey realizing that this auto category has a huge potential. In India, not many people have changed the way consumer buy and sell car, meaning technology has not really, played a role till then, and we entered into this category. We wanted to solve for supply and demand both. What I mean by supply means like customers like you who wants to sell a car. If you own a car, after a few years you want to upgrade, you want to sell your car, right? And reason we wanted to solve for supply first, because if you want to build a large company, like if you see Walmart, if you see Amazon, if you see any large company, supply chain, having big control on supply chain is very, very important and critical for any company to grow, internationally or nationally both. So we felt that we need to really solve for the supply first, and we need to really solve for what customers who are car sellers, when they are looking to sell a car, they need 3 things. First thing, they want the best resale value of the car. You have kept your car in a mint condition, you have taken care of it, you have a lot of memories with it. You want to make sure that you get the best value out of it. That's number 1. Number 2 is convenience. is that you don't want to speak to hundreds of people and negotiate on the price and just go through that painful journey of trying to become a salesman of your own car, right? You want convenience, and you want to also get it done faster as well. You don't want to take weeks or months to sell your car. So second point is convenience, and the third point is safety. Meaning, if you are selling a car, you want to make sure money comes to your account, right? There are no frauds out there. As you know, many times people get cheated when they are buying and selling any used goods. So you want to make sure that safety of my transaction happens. Alongside, the most important thing is the RC transfer. As you know, ownership transfer is very, very important. Your car liability stays on you if the ownership doesn't get transferred. You may sell the car, but if the buyer have not done the ownership transfer, then the liability remains on the original seller. So that's how we started our business. We scaled very quickly from Gurgaon. We spread our wings to Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. We launched Tamil Nadu back in September 2017, and we continue to scale across India. Currently, we are present in roughly 150 cities. So that's a one side story of how did we solve for supply. And currently, we hold a close to 5% market share when it comes to how many cars we transact, in pan-India. Now, second thing, now you talk about how do we solve for customers who are looking to buy a car, right? When you are looking to buy a used car, what happens? First of all, you don't want to buy because there's so much of troubles that you can imagine when you're buying a used car. What if you end up buying a lemon? What I mean by lemon is if you buy something, if the car has some accidental history, car has engine has got some problem, or anything that can get wrong, and the car is not of the good quality, you end up spending lot of money on the car just to keep it running. So everybody was too scared of buying a used car back in the days. We realized that if we want to make buying a used car experience as good as buying a new car. Basically, we wanted to make sure that a customer feels as comfortable, as confident in transacting, buying used car just like they are buying new car. To do that, to achieve that, we had to solve for roughly 4 things. And those 4 things are very important for consumers. Number 1, like I said, quality of car. The quality of car has to be just like new car, where while you are driving it, you know that this car will not, get me stuck on the road while I'm on the highway, right? So quality of car is number 1 priority. Number 2 is the financing. You are buying a car, right? You are buying a car, and if you don't have money, then ultimately you can't buy. You have to, continue riding your two-wheeler. So we had to solve for financing as well. And on financing, I want to, give a very important data point that we'll discuss later as well. Like in India, used car financing, the penetration means 15 out of 100 cars, 15 out of 100 cars that get sold has loan on it. While in new car, the same number is 80%, 80. Means banks are not financing used cars. If banks are not financing used cars, customers will not buy a used car, right? So we knew that we need to solve for financing as well. So that's number 2. Number three is the selection. Selection is when you go and buy a new car, you can buy any make, model, variant, color of your choice, right? And your location where you want it. It's pretty much going to a shop and buying it. But when you are buying a used car, you are limited by the choices that are available around you. You'll go to the nearby dealership, or you'll ask around in your friends and family network and see which car they have for you to see. It's not what you want, it's about what they can offer you. So what we wanted to make sure that you got thousands of options. Like customers should see plenty of options within their budget, within their preference, of which they can pick and choose which car suits their needs. So third point is selection. Now the fourth point, which is very important in new car as well as used car, is post-sale support. You want ultimately car is a more than 30,000 moving parts in a car. And anything that can go, small snack, small problem can happen. If that happens, is the brand is able to take care of it or not? Do I get enough post-sale support? Which anything, if I have questions or concern about the car, the brand should be able to stand by it. Another, over there on the post-sale, we really, so warranty, like every OEM offers, right? We went over and above. We also offered 7-day free return to customer. What do I mean by that is, let's say if you have bought a car from us, if Dinesh has bought a car from CARS24, and within 7 days, if he feels that his family didn't like the car as much as he did, and he said, okay, if my family didn't like the car, can I return the car? Yes, he can.